welcome to Renaissance City, a Prowlers and Paragons actual play produced by TTRP Theater. I am Duke Walter, your game master and your resident citrus expert. This is the first of several sessions that the Power Walkers played together live in person since our very first game back in August of 2019. We spent 3 days playing, annoying each other, laughing, and reminiscing. If you want to hear us talking more in depth about this game, the characters, our friendships, and what's making noise outside the cabin we stayed in, then become a producer of our little theater on Patreon. The link can be found in the description of whatever platform you happen to be listening to this on. You will get access to all of the TTRP Theater content in curated form, as well as some exclusives, like Kit's Tale, our Dungeon World actual play. In our last session, the Power Walkers came back together after Scarlet Spartan and Demon Shade went on their own solo adventures. Demon Shade freed himself from any future control of the brain bug. Benjamin Bernstein negotiated for his release, while the Scarlet Spartan provided the snacks. Our heroes were full and ready to make moves, but as they prepared to leave the Love Shack, a voice came through the radio unit that Demon Shade took from Benji Bernstein. It was Alexander Griffin, and he had just one word for the Power Walkers. Gotcha. And that's where we'll pick up in Renaissance City. From outside the building, you hear impact on the ground. Probably a bigger boom than you are used to hearing. What do you do?
Where are we?
Love Shack.
You're at the Love Shack.
Still at the Love Shack.
Standing around the kitchen talking about cucumber sandwiches.
Shadow will run to the window and see. Can I see what's going on?
Is there a window at the front of the Love Shack? I thought it was like a storage unit. I always pictured it as like all walled in. You'd kind of built a couple of rooms inside there, and it was just a blank door.
I'm thinking Buster's.
Yeah, we're not at Buster's.
Yeah.
We're at the Love Shack.
King runs down the stairs to see if he can get out there and see what's going on.
We're not at Buster's. We're at the Love Shack.
Yeah, I know where we are.
The Love Shack's one level.
The Love Shack is like three.
Not in my imagination.
3 rooms.
I had it in two stories too.
I've been in a 2-story Love Shack since the beginning of this motherfucker.
Okay,
show.
well then King runs down the stairs.
Right.
Okay, then Shadow goes to the window.
Thank you.
To see what's going on.
I said there was a motherfucking window. There's a goddamn window.
I guess maybe we didn't describe the Love Shack
Not well, did we?
to enough of a description.
At one point,
There's
we
a
go out of
guard
one of the
sitting out
major
front of the
rooms.
storage units.
We go out of one of the major rooms through a window, flying. That leads me to believe we're on the second floor.
Nope, you went out the door.
No, King grabbed whoever we hung on the top of that building and jumped through a window.
That is true.
That's in.
Didn't he fly out of Buster's though?
No, this happened at the Love Shack.
King comes down the stairs.
Okay.
Shadow looks out the window.
Right. Perfectly done.
You see what looks like it looks like an attendant, except 20 feet tall.
Holy shit.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, boy.
It has...
How tall are the mechs? Those are usually
10.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is twice as big as
this is probably twice as tall.
And it's not as rudimentary as a.
It's not. Yeah. It's not the round bulbous,
right.
Kind of egg-like shape that the tank mechs are. This unit is way more human.
Yeah.
Appearance.
Well, and it's a new generation, which means it's got the latest. I'm sure it's got some more dexterity, and
this is a biped.
Intense.
It is bipedal.
20 foot tall.
20 feet high.
I always imagined the Love Shack as like those little beach houses. 2 stories, kind of narrow. Second floor, small balcony.
Sure. Yep.
Light blue.
Right.
White shutters.
Right.
Like light blue with white shutters.
Like a light blue stain on the bottom of an attendant's foot.
About to be.
Because he's freaking huge. King runs out and tries to find the panel. He's just going right for the panel. I'm going to disable this thing. He's just going to run aggro. Jump into harm's way.
You're going to run aggro, try to hurt it in some way, shape, or form.
I'm trying to spot a panel that I can jump to.
Okay, roll perception.
Come on, baby. Hot dice.
For the record, Audacity was just in front of my scorecards or whatever these fucking things are called. What are we doing? What game are we playing again? I'm sorry. By the way, I was given 10 points and they're not in here, so
That's your fault.
Okay, so it doesn't exist.
Your character sheet is not my responsibility.
But you did say you would come back and help me.
No, you told me that I needed to come back and help you.
I asked you.
Fuck, I'm going to crack another beer.
I asked you.
So where would you like to assign those 10 points?
I don't know.
Perception?
I don't give a fuck. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be so nice. No, perception. All right, thank you.
He's like a radar.
King's perception is a 3. All right, I got a 5 and 2 1s, so I didn't perceive anything as king.
You are looking for that familiar piece, right? That familiar section that you know will give you the advantageous position of disabling this unit, but this unit is nothing like the units that you are used to fighting, and you, with everything, all of the rivets and all of the different sections, and you can't seem to make one side or the other of what it is that you're trying to find.
So can I punch a hole in it?
Always.
For -2 dice, you can attempt to. Yeah.
You can try
-2 from my might.
From your might?
Come on, baby, you got this.
3.
3?
You wouldn't roll enough dice.
I was -2. I mean, I was planning on to add 10 to might, but I guess since I haven't yet.
Hold on real quick. Is it -2 to total or -2 dice to begin with?
-2 dice from your total.
From a total.
6 successes. So you...
Whoa,
Are you-
whoa.
Were you planning on just
I
like
don't
running up to his leg and just like hitting him? Are you trying to get at his knee? You know what I mean? Are you ramming him? What were you planning on doing?
I think Blick is under the impression that I'm rolling wrong.
-2 from total. So he rolls all his dice.
No.
Okay, -2.
You
All right.
subtract 2 from the
Roll.
dice that you would roll.
Okay,
You are
okay,
a 6 and you roll
5 and a 6.
Okay, game on.
I'm just attempting to freaking claw a hole through the side of the leg.
Okay. You get up to it, and he steps to the left.
Yes, he does.
I want to try and swing line from the house through the window and attach it onto its head and then come in for a kick in its face.
Okay. Roll swing line. Or
That's going to be
agility, whichever is higher.
the difference between where you're attaching it and where you're kicking.
I think as he comes out the window, you know what I mean? He fires and is pulling himself up to make the attack. That's how I see it. Not as in he's Spider-Manning, you know what I mean, and swinging and flinging himself. He's shooting the grappling gun up at its head, and
then
is going to
him straight line away.
Yes, and is going to zip himself up. Yeah, that's how I pictured it.
The height isn't that much. He's on the second story.
Yeah.
And this is a 20-foot.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much straight across.
Almost.
4 total.
5 and 1, 6. 5. So I will tell it, you embellish. The grapple from your gun smashes out through the window and connects, and I don't think it sticks in. I think you get it, and it you know what I mean? It hooks him, lassos him around the neck, kind of, over his shoulder, and the hook swings around and catches, and you pull yourself and you get all the way out there. The line zips you across toward this attendant, and as you get close, he brings his arm up to block you.
Shado is able to grab the rope, which is around its neck like a lasso.
Scarlet Spartan, you're up. You just heard a crash through the window. and King ran barreling down the stairs and out the front door.
And he heard, gotcha.
Yes.
We all heard that.
Yep. Everybody heard that.
Okay. Which side of the house is the bedroom on? Where's the noise? Where's the bedroom? The back side of the house?
You guys have created a completely different unit, so you have to explain it. I am not explaining it for you. I told you what I had drawn and what, you know what I mean, and what it was.
In my head, the Love Shack was a dwelling above a business in an old brick building. That's what I thought it was.
That's sure. We have a beach house dwelling above a storehouse in a brick building in an old storage unit with a security guard that knows that.
I don't know where the storage unit came from.
Because that's how it was described right at the beginning.
It's a bike rental.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a bike rental.
Bike rental store.
So you tell me, you decide where the bedroom is and which direction you are going off the second story.
You guys headed out the front of the building.
Yeah.
Bedroom is in the back. Raymond's going to run through the bedroom. He's going to grab Benji, jump through the window. We're going to land and then jump up to the roof.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Grab Benji, use him to bust the window, and then we're going to hit the ground, and we're going to jump up.
You're going out a different window than the one St. Shadow went?
Right, I'm going out the back.
So perfect. We have two windows to replace in the beach house cottage business apartment.
Seconds. And he doesn't even know what's going on out there.
I have a pocket full of Spanish gold. Don't worry about a couple of windows.
You wish you did.
Okay. Up on the roof. When you're on the roof, that's your movement. What do you want to do something else besides that?
Run across the roof. Run into the danger. I heard gotcha, they went that way. I'm getting that way. With Benji in tow.
Okay, Benji on the roof. Cotton.
Now, where in this apartment is the sauna? Because Cotton was sitting in the sauna when this was happening.
If it was up your ass, you'd know.
I would. Okay. Cotton
loves the sauna.
He does sauna quite a lot.
Yeah.
He really loves to sit in the sauna. Okay. Cotton just runs after King. I mean, he just expects to be in the fray with King and kind of watches what happens with King and decides to sit back and survey. He wants to roll just to see if there are any minds around that he can feed off of, that he can get vibes from.
Roll telepathy.
6.
Nice.
Yeah. St. Shadow, King, Raymond. You can feel some other people out there, not in your immediate vicinity. And there is definitely someone inside that attendant.
Someone is in that attendant.
And they are excited. Not sexually.
No, they're pumped.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
That question was going to come up, so it's important.
Whether they were sexually excited.
Jazz and I planned a little bit of this scene out.
Got it.
We did not.
I'm seeing Jazz's eyes, and I think he might be projecting some of his own sexual excitement into the game. I'm a little bothered by it, but we're going to let it run.
Well, I mean, we knew that it was going to be at the table in one way, shape, or form. We didn't know who it was going to manifest in. Jazz just happens to be the one that it did.
Chris, may I have your consent?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on.
What am I consenting?
I don't know.
Is this like one of those contracts you sign without reading the fine print?
Probably.
I just blanket consented to whatever Jazz is doing.
That's the story of our friendship. We have all pretty much blanket.
We consented to all kinds of stuff.
We've given blanket consent.
This is true.
For 25 years.
That's true.
Okay. King, you are in the fray. So this big old guy is coming after you.
Okay.
Roll toughness or agility, whichever you would prefer.
I would prefer
roll.
Toughness.
3 and 2 6s. 2 more 6s makes 5. And a 2 and a 4 makes 7. Damn, off 3 dice, 7 successes.
5.
Close.
This thing steps to the left.
Right.
and swings out with its right leg and kicks you a block down the street. You go flying, tumbling, rolling through the gravel street. You have some road rash, some feathers go bursting out from King's wings as he rights himself after taking a blow. You take 2 harm.
Acme barrel roll a block away. Ouch.
Saint Shadow. Sorry, Demon Shade.
Did that throw me off of it, or am I still attached?
No, you're still attacked.
Okay, so I want to use the rope and climb up the attendant to its head region, and I'm going to attack it with my dagger.
Okay.
Yes.
Give it a stab.
Now, in this case, is that might, or is it still agility?
Nope.
No, because I'm not throwing it, right?
You're not throwing it.
Okay, and it's +1.
Yep.
Does the attendant have any sort of likeness in its like facial
Likeness?
area? Likeness?
Does it look like something?
It looks like a massive robot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Robot looking.
Similar plating, you know what I mean? Similar metal plating as to the other, the mech units, the tank mech units.
Were you trying to imagine if it had similar facial features as Shadow?
But it has 2 arms, 2 legs, bipedal, and whereas the tank mech units, their arms kind of only pivot at the elbow and the shoulder. You know what I mean? This has wrists. This has full hands. This, can reach out and grab you. It seems to be way more flexible, way more agile in its design.
4 successes.
4 successes. Is this what I rolled? I'm going to roll again because I don't know if I actually rolled those or not.
Was it bad? Then you did.
No, it was actually very good. This one is almost better.
We don't know if you rolled or not. You might want to roll again.
5 6s and 7 successes total. Some bitch.
Oh my god. His
As they
dice,
say on
9
Iafra,
successes.
Some bitch.
dice are
9 successes.
Burning hot.
You get up there and in just very similar ways, the blade just cannot penetrate the heavy steel plating that consists, that is what is making up the exoskeleton of this mech unit. Raymond.
Okay. Raymond's got Benji in tow. He's going to start slipping the muckler in with his other arm. And he's running, and he's going to leap and flip over this thing, and he's going to sling Benji into it. And then land on the other side behind him.
You're going to use Benji as your improvised weapon?
The chair that Benji's tied to.
Right. But Benji in the chair.
The chair that Benji happens to be
Benjamin
tied to.
Bernstein
Wow.
in the chair
Wow. He is now
as your improvised weapon.
He is now a blunt object.
So roll might +2.
Throw a motherfucker into another motherfucker.
I think this defies the Geneva Convention.
Oh, baby, hot dice.
I don't think there was Geneva Convention in 1924.
Not yet.
25.
That's our only saving grace.
The dice did not want me to do that. 2 success.
1, 2, 3, and 1 6. 1 more 6. 1 more 6.
Damn.
1 more 4.
Holy
So 7.
yeah.
You grab him by that chair, and as you leap, the top of the chair breaks off. Benji falls, rolls down the roof, falls off the side of the roof, but you continue and you make your leap and get all the way over to the other side of the mech, and Benji has rolled off the roof.
That's what I meant to do.
All right.
Perfect.
Perfect. I'm on the backside.
Captain X.
Captain X. Oh, I forgot about Captain X.
Yeah.
Is he the only other one in the room? Yeah.
He's
Captain
the only
X is the only other one in the room.
Yeah.
He should have gone before the mech. Whatever. Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, Captain X steps out through the front door and 10. Let's see what happens.
Come on, X.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6. And a 2. So 7 successes for him.
Yeah.
Nice. Ones and threes.
Use Duke's hot rolls against himself.
3
Yeah, right, exactly.
with a 6, 3 successes. So Captain X out the front doors, you know what I mean, assesses the situation very quickly, sees Shadow up by the head, sees Raymond land behind, Cotton standing off to his, you know what I mean, just to his side. He leaps over, barrel rolls to the right, comes up, and reaches out both of his hands together toward the mech unit, and you don't see it happen, but you see steam start to express itself out of the left knee of the mech unit.
All right.
You took 4 harm. Why can't you say it on mic, you fucking pussy?
Right.
We're
Right.
strategizing.
Strategize on mic.
Yeah.
Shadow, you're up. Shadow.
I'm going to roll perception
Okay.
from my vantage point and see if I can determine if this one has a weakness like the last one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including 3 6s.
Nice.
Just the 5.
5. I want you to roll technology.
Okay.
Ooh, nasty.
I got 3.
Still nasty.
2 successes, both 6s.
He's got as much as Spartan.
2 successes.
Spartan's only been here 7 years.
Spartan's made it a priority.
Well, and technology's not
Spartan's technology score has grown.
Yeah. Technology's not that far in advance.
So with the perception and the 2 successes, I think the thing that you likely notice the most and are able to kind of believe that will have some kind of impact, you can see through like a rectangular window that's about, I don't know, 3 feet wide and maybe 1.5 feet high. You can see the face of someone inside that window just at like chest level.
Chest level of the attendant.
Of the attendant.
And that's on its forward facing side.
Correct.
And it's looking out, the window is looking out forward facing.
Yes.
Okay. Can I take an action?
Minus 2 dice.
Okay, so can I use agility to spring myself off of the attendant and try and come back through the window feet first?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm still holding on to the rope.
To break the window, I think it's might.
Might?
Yeah. You're attempting a feat of strength. Agility, you know what I mean? I don't see how agility applies. I think you are agile enough to absolutely make that move. You're a fucking superhero. You can, you know what I mean? You can kick your feet off with the rope and make sure that you swing back in. But to break the window itself,
This
I
little
think is
dude
mine.
driving it.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to give it a shot. Minus 2 dice.
Come on, baby.
1 success.
5 and 2 6s.
Not so much, baby.
2 more 6s and a 4. You
Did you just get a 9?
8, I think. I think it was 8 successes.
More than you.
I mean, I'm not in, but
It looks like Darth Vader's bong chamber over there.
I'm not evil.
Those dice are.
You guys
Those
have
dice
always
come
struggled
hot.
against a brand new opponent. I banked on it, which is why I created a new opponent.
God is inherently evil in this context. Like, you have to want to screw with people to really get the most out of your position.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
I mean, it's
Conflict is interesting.
oh, it's fantastic.
Once again, Shadow struggles to get through.
Through a window. Yeah. Once again, Shadow struggles to get through a window.
I should have
Windows
known.
and
That's
doors,
where I was
man.
going.
I should have known.
Freaking doors,
Yeah.
bro.
So doors continue to be Shadow's
And it was
bane.
no contest. I'm like, you just got owned.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had this discussion on the drive up here about Shadow's
Oh, brutal.
difficulty with Windows.
I know I'm not allowed to embellish, but his ankle sprained a little bit. Like when he hit it.
Yeah, you make the move. You know what I mean? You slingshot yourself back into the window and both feet first, and the glass is too thick, and you just stop dead right there.
I feel like a just God would reward you.
Well, number one, there is no God. Number 2, it ain't me.
Okay.
Adversity.
Just.
I just wanted to make.
Being just.
Yeah, no, yeah, right. That ain't it.
I just wanted to bring up, this whole window thing. It is alarming how long it takes him to open a package of gum, too.
Oh, my God. Yes.
I mean, like, are you okay?
It took 15 minutes to unwrap a
Are
pack.
you okay? Do you need some help? Yeah.
It was a lot today. My heart goes out to you, Jazz. Gum is challenging.
Thank you.
Jazz's struggle with closed things.
All things closed.
That's why he leaves cabinets open all the
Right.
time in the
It's
kitchen,
true,
because he
that's so
struggles
true.
with closed.
We've discovered
Barriers.
this about him today.
Wow.
It all
It's
tracks.
fascinating.
Raymond, what are you doing?
Okay. Raymond leans back on behind him. He's securing the muckler into place because we're just going to fight now. Happy to have it again. Nostalgic or what? He's going to use it on these damn things. He suddenly sees a knee burst and starts shooting steam. He's running up there, and then about 20 feet before he hits, he's just going to start going into this whirlwind with the muckler. And he's going to come at it with a spinning attack. Bernard Pallard, and wreck the knee with the muckler.
Roll Mike, +2.
Come on, baby. Pick the dice.
2. Oh.
6.
Pretty good.
6 and 4 6s.
Oh, Christ.
7, 8, 9, and 2 more 6s.
Oh. Are you
Blowing it up.
right now?
And a 4 makes 10. 10
Double
successes.
digits.
Blowing it up.
What'd you get, a 5?
6.
10 to 6.
6.
Bruh.
Ba-bong.
No.
Step to the left.
Yeah, it really is. It's an avoidance. I think Shadow hits the glass, and you go to take the swing, and right as you go to take the swing, the mech takes like 3 steps forward as if it's going to leap or run in the direction away from you, right? Like down the street toward King.
Right, gotcha.
King, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna fly back and come in above its head and try to kind of dive bomb it into this. If I could, maybe I need to roll perception to see whether or not I've seen the window with him giving it attention. I was a block away.
I think that, I mean, you would have noticed that Shadow is there.
Yeah.
Identifying what it is, I don't know that you could, but you could definitely fly to Shadow.
I can see it's a focal point, so I want to dive bomb in and try to hit it at that focal point.
Okay. Roll Mike.
Come on, baby.
Let's go, big guy.
3 successes, but all 3 are 6s.
6.
2 more 4s makes 5 successes.
Got one.
You
That's
do
next
1
one.
harm. Tell me how you do 1 harm.
Okay.
1 harm is not enough to break the glass.
Okay. I come in heels first, like straight down with my feet, and hit the glass so hard that a giant panel that incorporates the glass falls off. I'm just kidding. So I come down, hit the glass, and it like dents the whole frame of the window in to crowd the person inside the space to make it smaller and him know, he or she or they know we are here, we are fucking.
Yeah, you see the pilot, you know what I mean? They jump back as the front of the chest of this mech unit is dented in. That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Cotton.
I guess I'm not doing 2 voices. Sort of. I'm gravelly to begin.
So get down close and do your ASMR voice for Cotton.
Right. So Cotton's kind of feeling a vibe. Now Cotton is going to. How close is Cotton to Raymond? They're not close.
Across the street from each other.
Across the street. Okay, so Cotton is going to get Raymond's attention and direct him. Raymond, focus on fruit salad as hard as you can. Give him a beat, and then he's going to attempt to take the sorrow out of his heart and place it.
I want you to roll willpower. Spartan, I want you to roll willpower.
Place it into the heart of the driver of.
Let's see how, you know what I mean, how effective that message is. We'll have him roll willpower, and then from there, roll your telepathy.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Not a lot of damage so far. 4.
7.
7 successes?
7 successes for telepathy.
I rolled 1 success as a 6. Yeah, 1 success.
So I tell it?
I think first we need to hear from the Scarlet Spartan. Cotton yells out, "Moondian fruit salad!"
Mondrian.
Why do you guys change the pronunciation of the words that you create?
It was Moondian in the past.
Okay.
Moondian fruit
That's
salad.
how it was said.
Longing, sorrow, you know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
So explain to us what Moondian fruit salad is and what it means to Raymond.
This is like the after-school treat. It's the flavor of home. It's a perfect mix. The Moondians only ripen every 7 years. So, super treat. And they're good for about 3 years, and then they go away. Why would he bring that up? It's just the trigger that opens the floodgate of home. You know how you can smell something that reminds you of a time and a place? The Mondrian fruit salad is all the time, all the place. It was the last meal he had on the way out. And he's just, why? Why would he bring that up now? The sorrow of man lost from everything he's ever known. But he knows what he's doing, and he's going to feel it real hard.
Cotton clenches his fists kind of close together down and in front of him and quivers with intensity as he reaches into the depth of Raymond's heart and feels the sorrow of all of his peoples carried around in the soul and heart of Raymond. He picks it up, plucks it out, and in one motion shoots it directly into the chest of the creature driving the attendant, the oversized attendant.
And I think the relief, you know what I mean? The sorrow disappears from Raymond, right? He pulled it all out of you, and your Raymond is right back in it.
Thank you, Raymond. You're right on time.
Captain X. Still with both hands extended out in front of him. 3, 4, 5 successes, and 4 of them are 6s.
Woo! What?
Let's go, Boomer.
And 4 more successes. All 4.
The old man rock.
4. 10 successes.
The old man rock.
For Captain X. He's rolling the same amount of dice y'all are. Fucking pick up
Captain
slap
X.
bitches.
He's rolling the same.
Here.
He's rolling the same dice you are,
showing
and
up.
everything you're rolling is hot.
1, 2, 3 successes
Yes.
for the tank mech unit. No 6s. That is 7 harm that Captain X will do to the mech unit that has landed. So both hands still extended. He sees 2 of his friends, up at the chest. King, Raymond down below towards the knee. So he doesn't want to aim at either of those places. He barrel rolls and shifts back to the left and lifts up both hands, and you see them, like almost pointed straight at its head. The 2 of you on the front, Shado and King, you hear the sizzling, and the paint on the outside of this mech unit just starts to bubble and drip off of it. I mean, almost just that fast, as if you were holding a torch to an ice cube. The paint just melts off the outside of this mech unit's head, and sparks and steam just start shooting back, forth, up, down, all over, and its head wobbles, and then goes limp. And it's, like every joint in it has lost its ability to move, and it just drops and stops and is just standing there in place. Arms slack, knees locked, and the mech unit is incapacitated.
Yes, Captain X.
Go Boomer.
It is now the mech unit's turn. The steam is still, coming out of the head, and the sparks are kind of flying. The sparks have died down a little bit. It doesn't, they don't last for too long as this thing has become debilitated. The plate that you sort of dented in, right above it, you see like the section right where its neck, like across the where the collarbones would meet, comes up and open, like from behind the steel panels themselves, and from out of there flies King. Shado will be 1, 2, 3. King will be 3, 4, 5, 6.
Whoa, here comes King.
Holy.
4, 5, 6. So King.
King on King.
You're going to take an attack from King. Claws first. Oh, wait. I've got too many dice.
And I've already taken 2 damage.
3 successes and 1 6.
What am I doing?
Dusting him.
3 successes. Yeah. Agility or might, whichever you would prefer to roll. Are you going to take the blow, or are you going to try to avoid it?
I'm taking it.
3 successes for
Nice.
Nega King.
I've got 5 and 2 6s.
Okay.
6 and a 6.
Tell me how you resist it. What happens and where you end up?
So what's the attack look like?
Flying straight down at you with claws bared,
Claws out. Okay.
coming to rip your fucking guts out.
Gotcha.
Ejected out the.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so King sees the aggression and the look in Trader King's eyes, and jumps up, and Nesty plunges back and uses his wings to swoop in reverse and dip down and just grazes the ground under the attacking Trader King, and comes up upside down behind him and lands standing on his hands, and then flips out to attack him from there.
Perfect. Shado, you're up.
I'm going to use mind control to try and get Trader King to sleep.
Okay. What? King, what's your willpower?
7.
We're going to add 3 to that of your 10 points for this roll.
Holy shit.
No, I'm kidding.
7.
2 successes.
3 successes
okay.
and a 6. 4 successes. I think that... What does it look like from your perspective?
So Shado is still hanging off the now lifeless body of the mega attendant, and is
Of the mega attendant?
the mega attendant, and is
That's a way better name.
Nice.
staring at Trader King. You know how when somebody's like really sad and they want you to know that they're really sad, the look that they give you, like a deep, deep frown inside their eyes, that's what it looks like.
That's what Trader King looks like.
No, that's what
Shado looks like behind his mask.
behind his mask.
okay.
And he's just like...
Oh
Please go to sleep.
I think that Trader King, because of his because of the sorrow and the grief and the loss that he feels. You know what I mean? He's already so overwhelmed with this emotion and these thoughts that it just doesn't. The pheromones just don't do the trick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Raymond.
Okay, what's he see from his vantage point? 2 kings?
2 kings.
Did he have a chance to see him before they were 2 kings?
No. Okay. You were standing behind, and this came out the front. And you're standing kind of under it, by its leg, and both of them kind of fall from the sky and land close to each other. Not embroiled, but the posture is shit's going down. But this is also not this is not the first time that you have seen 2 kings. Alexander Griffin became king, and there were 2 kings in that fight. And then he also became Saint Shadow, and he also became Cotton.
Okay, Raymond knows King well, and he's going to race forward, and he's going to leap into action, Muckler in motion, and he's going to yell, "King, what's in the pubis pocket?" Whoever answers wrong.
Just a picture of us, buddy.
Okay.
I'll fire the other one.
Roll Mike.
Can that work?
I think it absolutely works.
Yeah. Nice. I did the voice weird, but nicely done.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 6. 5 successes.
Uh-huh.
Are you rolling might +2 or martial arts +2?
Oh, I owe myself 2 dice then. Yeah.
You're using the muckler. You get 2 extra dice for the weapon, dude.
Come on, baby. 4. Come on, baby. 6 total.
Tell me how you do 1 harm.
He goes running up, leaps up, asks a question. He answers right. The muggler's swinging. It could hit anybody if he just puts a little more reach into it. And as soon as he says a picture of us, he's just going to smack that other one right in the teeth. Just shatter. Right in the mouth.
Broke the grill.
Nothing but teeth.
Blood splashes out away from Trader King's mouth.
Kill that one.
King, what are you doing?
Signature move. I gotta bring him the train.
Roll them dice.
Come on, man.
2 6s.
3 successes and a 6. 3 successes for Trader King.
4 6s. And a 2.
Oh, nice. Rolled out of it.
What a 1 dice. I got 5.
Nice. Okay, tell me how you do 2 harm to Trader King.
So King just lowers his head, puts his feet down, almost like he's in starting position to begin a race at the fire of the pistol, and he just rockets directly at the sternum of Trader King with the intent of just bursting his chest cavity open, and gets there last second, extends the claws, attempting to pierce a hole in his chest. And how much damage have I done now?
You did 2. This will be a total of 3.
Okay. So like halfway. So I mean, I pierce the chest and I push him back and he rolls back into a pile, but he's still with us.
Yeah, you pierce his chest, drive him back. Cotton, what are you doing?
Cotton is going to attempt to mind blast Trader.
Yeah.
So
1, 2, 3, 4 with 2 6s, another 6, and another 2. So 6 successes for Trader King.
So I only have 3 because I haven't added those 10 that I was going to add to this.
So roll 13. That's fine.
It seems right. I got a 1.
Again, it's I think the mental state that you put him in previously is just, he's so clouded with it that he's just, you can't break through that powerful sorrow and grief and loss that he's feeling. Yeah, and I think that's part of what's driving him into this fury and why he probably chose King.
He lost his whole world.
Captain X.
Ball game.
Come on, X.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 6.
4 4s.
6 successes.
You want for one of us to roll against you?
1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 6. And a 2 makes 5, so 1 more harm. Captain X swings around, puts a hand out towards King, and I think Captain X probably draws some of his power back since two of his colleagues, his saviors, as it would be, are so close within the mix that he tries to just give a single pinpoint, and you see like a section of King's wing over his right shoulder just like start to molt and burn away. Like some of the feathers just. Huh?
Is it me?
Traitor King.
Traitor King.
Yeah,
just
Traitor
making
King.
sure.
Some of the feathers just start to darken and burn away from his wing.
Wow.
It is Traitor King's turn.
Raymond needs those feathers.
He's going to shift, and the Scarlet Spartan is now faced off with King.
You got this, John.
What's your martial arts score?
10.
10. King and the Scarlet and Traitor Spartan are in blows, so we're just going to go with that.
So I'm doing toughness.
Toughness or agility. He's coming at you with the fucking with the karate. 6 successes and 1 6. 6 successes.
5 and 1 6.
Boom.
5.
5. He makes this switch. I think it catches King. You know what I mean? I think King is a bit surprised by it, and it all in one fluid motion changes from King. The wings come in, you know what I mean? Just, and he's Scarlet Spartan, and he's already reaching out, and he's just going to punch you right in the face and bloody your mouth. So now both kings would have bloody mouths, but the real King now has a bloody mouth as well.
Can we just be clear for later? Like, the real King's teeth didn't actually get broken.
Correct. They did not get
He's
busted
still
out
going
of
to
his
look
face.
good.
He's going to have a fat lip probably for a while.
Like temporary.
You know what I mean? Like maybe a bit of a black eye, but it'll go away.
Animal dentistry filled.
Correct.
Bills. Okay.
Right. He's not going to need to see an orthopedic or an orthodontist.
In those days, dude, it's dentures for you.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lion dentures.
I mean, you do know the troubadour. He could probably figure something out.
Ooh, metal teeth.
Ooh, we could get some like metal pointy ones, like that one shitty rapper. What was his name? He's a Florida man. What's that guy's name?
Crystal clear teeth.
We are back to the top of the order. Shado, what are you doing? Hanging from the rope, you see Traitor King change into Traitor Spartan.
They're still in the air, though, right?
What?
Are they in the air?
No, they were on the ground.
They're on the ground.
Yeah. They're right below you.
Okay, I'm going to, and I saw the change, so I'm going to throw daggers.
Okay.
At Traitor Spartan.
What's your toughness? Scarlet Spartan?
Oh, tough. 10.
For those of you still hanging on the last cliffhanger concept, that shitty rapper was Riff Raff.
Oh,
with the pointy teeth.
Yeah, no.
3 successes and 2 6s. 3 successes.
3 successes as well.
Oh, there was a chance.
So I'll tell it you embellish. Did you throw 2 daggers?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think you make a pivot around, flip yourself over on the rope in the same motion, pull out the daggers and, with both hands, fling them both down. And Traitor Spartan, you see him, he pulls the Tonto.
He's got my shit too.
And just parries them both right out of the sky. Just so fast, so strong, just knocks them clean off their path. And they go clanging off down the street.
Shado makes a mental note of where they went so he can pick them up later.
Perfect. Scarlet Spartan, what are you doing?
He doesn't like sharing his face, and he doesn't like seeing himself beat up on his best friends. So he's just, okay, he's in combat with King. What's his vantage point? Does Raymond have his back? Where is he?
To Trader Spartan?
Yeah.
He's kind of off to your left, maybe 15 feet.
Okay. And his back?
No, so where they landed in front, you're kind of catty corner, I guess, kind of diagonal from each other.
Let's do the power walk. Gonna do the power walk.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay.
Power walk over to him, and then what?
No. This is the power walk.
The power walk. Okay, new moves. Here we go.
Okay.
The power walk.
He's going to get the elbows up. He's swinging them. And then he's going to leap a couple times. And he's going to say, left. And then leap, step on his shoulder, and swing the muckler right into his head.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
6 successes.
Motherfucker. Shit. There we go. Looky there. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 with 4 4s.
8 with 4
4
4s.
6s. 4 6s.
8 with 4 6s even.
Woo! Yeah.
I was wondering why you were excited about 4s.
10 total.
10 total.
Nice.
Tell me, how much health do you have?
Let's see. Health 10.
10? Okay, tell me how you do 4 harm.
Oof. It's a lot.
And where you and the Scarlet Spartan, Nega Scarlet Spartan, end up.
He basically just walks right over him and nonchalantly just says, splash. Whips the muckler about, smacks him in the head, and just steps off over it, comes around ready to fight.
So he does. You don't hit him across the street, or you just ring his bell. Got it.
It's all
Love
in
it.
his head.
Yep.
Splash.
Quick move. Ring his bell. King.
All right. My mental picture is clouded. I'm not really sure where.
Raymond basically just stepped over you and Nega Scarlet Spartan and brought the muckler down and hit Spartan in the head and stepped off behind the traitor Spartan. And you are face to face in fisticuffs with traitor Spartan.
Left him right there for you.
Okay. Got it. I want to essentially do a basic karate chop to the throat with my claws extended to make an attempt to decapitate Trader Spartan.
Okay.
Might?
Yeah. Roll might.
Hot dice, baby.
2, 3.
Oh, there's some good ones.
4 with 2 6s.
I got 6.
I got 4.
I think you come at him, you make that swing. He ducks underneath and is getting ready to, is positioned to come up and uppercut you right back in the teeth again.
Cotton. Right. I get it. The signaling at the table is distracting.
Mind control.
This is my writhing. I'll be doing that. Hit the mute. Oh my God, Chris, you have powers.
You know what's weird about playing with a bunch of control freaks?
Yep.
That just can't handle letting somebody play their own way.
Oh my God.
There you go. There
It's
you go.
fascinating.
That does again.
It's fascinating.
I'm fucking stoned and I forgot what my character does.
I haven't forgotten.
All right, great. Let's go.
I'm just pausing.
He's made serious character choices based on his interactions with his therapist and how his therapist told him how fucked up it is.
Right.
How fucked up it can be. And that fucked him up. And he's struggled to use his powers ever since then. He's dealing with ramifications within his character.
And he's absent-minded.
And on top of it,
Yeah.
Right.
he can't remember
Yeah.
where he put the fucking pencil that he was just writing with.
Yeah.
And because you guys think I'm a fucking puppet in your story.
No, we think because you're absent-minded in real life that you need.
No,
That's all it is.
not at all.
I think
It's out of
the star
love.
of the story.
It's out of love.
It's
That's
out of love.
famous lines said by abusers. for $100.
Why do you think I love being the GM?
Yeah, no shit.
Because there's nothing more fun than abusing my friends.
Same team, bro.
Same team.
Well, right. It doesn't.
I don't really love abusing my friends, but I do like making them uncomfortable and to make hard choices when it's in a situation like this where there are no real life ramifications, but we can still play out our fantasies and inhabit other people. It's why acting is such a vital part of my life, because I can be somebody else and explore that side or someone else's thought process. So anyway, that's where I stand, Chris. This is all a game.
Meant to torture you.
Seriously.
Life is a game to you.
No, this game is a game to me.
This game is.
I am not a sociopath. Life is not a game.
Okay, Cotton.
I think we just sit with that for a minute and let it boil, because we're all thinking the same fucking thing.
Duke's a sociopath.
Duke's. No, he's not. It's funny. So Cotton is going to attempt Mind Blast again, even though it's only 3.
Dean, what is the Scarlet Spartan's willpower?
Willpower is 7.
1.
1, 2, 3 with a 6, and 1 more makes 4. I mean, again, these mental attacks, that barrier that you created just holds. You cannot penetrate that sorrow and that grief that you pushed out into him. It's so powerful from Raymond that you're just not able to grab hold. Captain X.
Oh, look out! Boomer time!
Holy fuck! Is it boomer time?
Boomer time!
Boomer time!
5, 6, 7 successes, and 5 of them are 6s.
Holy. The
8,
wrath.
9, 10, 11, and 2 of them are 6s.
Our
11 successes for Captain X.
Let's go, Boomer.
Nice.
yeah.
For Nega Spartan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 6. 5, so 6 more harm.
That nasty stuff too.
You said you had 10 health, right?
You had 10 health, and now he has 6.
Right. And Captain X hits Trader Spartan for 6 more. I think Captain X, very similarly to last time, is being very, is having to use some very precise targeting as far as his powers are concerned, because he knows that if he's not, it will, as you have all witnessed in this short amount of time that you have been in this fight, if he wants to hit you hard, he's going to hit you hard. Who was on top of him? You had just gone behind, Spartan had just gone behind him.
Walk through this side.
King, you were still embroiled one-on-one. You're hanging above. You see Captain X, he brings his other hand up and he kind of brings both palms together so that there's just like this tiny space between the webs of his thumbs, and both hands out. And in the temple of the traitor Spartan, the skin bubbles and cracks and darkens and forms this kind of pustule on the outside of his head. And it grows probably 3 inches before it bursts, and out the side of his head, just blood and skull fragments, and he just smoking out of this wound. The traitor Spartan falls over dead and transforms into this gray, small, featureless doppelganger.
Damn it. Can Raymond grab that Tonto before he changes?
Nope. Raymond cannot grab that Tonto before he changes. He dies before he hits the ground, has shifted back into his original form.
That dude is nasty. How about that Captain X?
How about it?
Damn.
We are willing to introduce a character named Joe should Trader Joe's decide to sponsor us in the future.
just for all of the mimics to turn into,
Right.
so that
Everyone will be Trader Joe.
Well, we'll do it. We'll do it
episode.
like you know what I mean, like most of the TV shows do, where somebody's just sitting at a desk having a conversation with someone, and they just drink a Schweppes,
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
or they open a pack of Marlboros and knock out a cigarette and smoke a Marlboro.
Every writer on television writes his novel on a Mac.
Right.
An Apple computer.
Yes. Every person in every film and every television show for the last 12 years has written everything that they write on a MacBook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love 30 Rock. Like, I'm obsessed with 30 Rock.
Great show.
I've probably watched the entire series 15 or 20 times. It's my go-to, you know what I mean? If I'm ironing clothes or I just need something to put on, I'll just put on 30 Rock. And they have 3 or 4 really fantastic episodes where they fully meta that entire joke for 3, 4, 5 minutes straight, where it's just like Wayne's World did back in the day. Right. He lifts up the Pizza Hut box, and then he holds up the Doritos bag, like at face level and reaches in from the top. Yeah,
that's so good.
Yeah, we would totally do that, Trader Joe's, if you're listening.
Or Schweppes. I mean, since it came up.
For that matter,
Yeah.
What's the situation?
So I think we need an orange company first. Like, that's who we should go after. We should go after an orchard.
Sunkist.
Nestea as well.
Nestea. Is Nestea still a thing?
Yeah, you can still get Nestea.
You can still get Nestea?
Instant tea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it owned by Carnation though? I would have some moral opposition to
surely owned by some evil empire.
Anyway, we already said we don't want sponsors. We want to build a community.
If you should happen to want to write a check.
Okay.
Anyway, slide's over.
Shado, I think, pulls out the Benji's original power talker. Well, actually, where is Benji? Is he alive?
You gonna go looking for him?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for Benji.
Joe.
Okay. You go inside?
Well,
you would probably go inside first. You didn't know that Spartan brought him up and out because he came out the back of the house. You didn't see him come out the back of the house and leap up to the roof.
Well, then my motivations wouldn't be there, because I was wondering if he was alive. So,
but he fumbled the toss at the mech in the front yard.
No, you fumbled the toss on the roof before you got to the mech.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that case, I think Shado pulls out the power talker and says,
The trader power talker,
the power trader. And
the trader talker, the trader talker
pulls out the trader talker and says,
I love how we workshop shit.
Yeah, so good. The naming in this show is just top.
It says, is that the best you got? Echo.
Silence.
Breaker 19, you got your ears on.
Man, that was intense for Ray.
Hello? Breaker 19.
Who's saying this?
King. That's King's voice.
King's doing that.
Passing by.
That's King's voice.
And then I think after that, Shado would go inside to look for Benji.
Okay.
That was intense for Raymond. Raymond just got to see himself get his head blown out. That was pretty cool.
That's heavy.
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
That's a big deal.
It's like, if I'm going to go out, that would look pretty cool. That looked pretty wicked. He saw his own head just blew out, and he's like, yeah, good muck.
Good muck.
Good muck.
Exactly right.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh.
I mean,
So we're out of edge order, right? We're just hanging out.
no,
Yeah, let's get some tea and
yeah.
find a cigar or something.
What is the status, Benji? Raymond, go look.
Okay.
Pop up on the roof, look around.
You hopped up on the roof? He's not on the roof.
Okay. That's the 2-hour head start. We got zero
King,
information.
Cotton, what are you doing?
Cotton.
Demon Shade has gone inside, and Scarlet Spartan has leapt up onto the roof of the Love Shack.
Cotton is just scanning the ground, going, "Here, Benji. Benji? Are you out here, Benji?"
We don't need him. They know they're coming.
King's going to fly up and see if he can get an aerial view.
What are you looking for?
Benji.
Why would King fly up to go look for Benji?
To see more area.
Aerial view.
King would believe that Benji is in the house. There's no reason that King would fly up to look for Benji outside.
Still tied to a chair.
Still tied to a chair inside the house.
Yeah.
He didn't see him.
No, none of you saw Scarlet Spartan come out of the back of the house with Benji in hand. He leapt up on the roof. Before he left the roof. Before he left the roof, the chair broke. Okay. He ripped him by the chair, and the chair broke, and then he fell off the side of the house. Understood. Out of your view.
Okay, King is just gonna hang out quietly and wait for the next thing to happen.
King stands in the street with a dead body. Cotton.
20-foot pile of trash.
King looks over each shoulder, cautiously surveying to determine if he should eat this or not.
I mean, Cotton's the only one out there to stop him.
Right.
Demon Shade, you go back into the room, and Benjamin Bernstein and the chair that he was in are gone. You can see the busted window out the back of the house as well.
He escaped.
I think Shado, goes, runs out and jumps out the window of the back of the house. Get to the ground back there, see if he can find him.
Okay, roll investigation.
See, we should have had him bleeding more so we could track him. We should
never let your captives go without bleeding profusely, because it'll help you later.
You gotta bleed them.
3.
All you see are Raymond's footprints in the ground.
Shado, knowing that, I think I'll follow the footprints.
You see them.
I'll probably just see it go.
You see them land, take 2 steps, turn, and then you can see the impressions.
No turn. It'll be a backflip.
Okay. You see him land. You basically see you can tell there's a double impression. He landed and then, forced himself up and out of that same position.
Okay. So I think if that's the case, then Shado will just
start circling the house.
Walk around back to the front of the house.
Raymond?
Okay, he's on the roof. I'm just gonna assess the situation. We got anything else coming at us, or Big Bubba's the only thing?
Roll perception.
Okay, perception is not that scary a roll. Come on, baby. 5 dice.
You see the skid marks. There's a couple of shingles that got knocked loose.
I mean, are there any mechs? He's assessing outside the house.
Look the skies up and down. Okay. You know what I mean? As far as you can see in the neighborhood, you don't see anything else. No.
Okay.
You don't see anything flying overhead. You don't see any, troops marching down the street or anything like that.
Okay.
You going over the side?
No, I'm going to round up the boys.
Cotton, Can I do something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cotton wants to survey to see if there's any other living threats.
Okay.
And kind of a 360.
Roll telepathy.
2.
2. Yourself, Captain X, King, Shado, Scarlet Spartan, and off to your left, just like around the side of the house, there is another individual of some sort.
What are they feeling? Do I know?
Assassin.
Sheer, just pain.
Just pain. Just agony.
Anguish, agony.
There's somebody over there by the house. Let's go check it out.
You walk around the side of the house as Demon Shade is coming out, from the other side. He's coming out on your right. You're walking around to the left. I think you all walk around the side of the house, and laying on the ground, busted chair, still tied up into it. A very, very low grown Benjamin Bernstein is face down in the dirt. His left leg isn't pointing the right direction.
He's done for. Put him out of his misery.
Wait.
Shadow, I'm going to let you talk to him.
I prop him up.
When you pull him up off the ground, a noise of pain. There is no scream. It's, but you can see that his jaw is obviously broken. Teeth smashed out of his face. There's a huge gash across the side of his head that was laying down on the ground. He is in really, really bad shape.
Shado looks at King, looks at Cotton, looks at Raymond.
Yep.
What should we do?
He's in bad shape. Put him out of his misery.
If he can't talk, we just got to end it. That's the right thing to do.
Shadow jabs a knife in his throat.
There's nothing left.
Benjamin Bernstein dies in your hand.
As he's dying, get out the trader talker. The power trader. What was it?
The trader talker.
The trader talker.
You got it right.
Trader talker.
And,
It has many names.
Gives out the trader talker and presses the button as he saw Benji do.
It's like a fader,
Right.
and then 2 dials underneath.
It was already set to whatever that was already on, so he just, maybe it doesn't even work, but he just holds it up to Benji's mouth so that whoever is on the other side can hear his death rattle.
So his death rattle goes through the trader talker. That's fucking disturbing as shit.
That is disturbing. I love it. What a great gift to offer your enemies.